We're going to be talking about the concept of energy, and when I ask you guys to actually explain to me what energy is, it's really hard to actually put a definition in place that fits everything. That's because energy isn't just a simple concept. It's something that describes a phenomena that's all around us in many different forms. It looks different, it feels different, and often we don't even realize when something is happening and we're experiencing it, that it's because of the energy that an object holds, that we're actually experiencing a certain thing. So when you put it all down to it, energy's all around us, in what we're made of, in what's around us, it's around us when we move up and down. It's around us dependent on our height, our position. It's around us dependent on gravity, magnetism. Energy is all around us. And we're going to go through quite a few of the different types of energy, where we find it, what happens to it, why can't we see it all the time, and how we actually draw pictures that help us to really conceptualize energy. Because remember, you need to conceptualize it and put it into a picture in order to understand the situation you're dealing with and make changes and improve it. That's where it comes into our experiments. Now, when you're asked to define what energy actually is, the easiest way to understand it is that energy is something that gets things done. It uses many different forms in order to do that, but the underlying thing that they all have in common is that it gets things done. Whether it's something changing shape or moving, or something burning up and releasing heat and light, all of these things are changes happening because of the energy that is involved inside them. Now, if you had to pinpoint energy around you at any point in time, there's a variety of different types of energy in and around you at any given moment. Inside you, you're made up of chemicals, and each one of those chemicals is atoms, and those atoms don't like being together, and the only way they stay together is we have these bonds, chemical bonds of energy that hold the atoms together. So inside you, you're literally glued together with energy. The only reason the atoms stay together and hold you together is because of the chemical bonds of energy that are within you. There's other types of energy. We have heat that our body is constantly producing. That is a type of energy. Everything that you see around you, the only reason you see anything is because light energy is bouncing off the surfaces and hitting your eye in different colors and wavelengths to tell you what's around you. You have gravitational potential energy. Now, this is an interesting one we're going to talk about. This is the energy dependent on your position. If you're up high and have the potential to fall, you will. And that energy is then transferred into a movement energy, which then, as you know, you speed up as you fall down. We have energy everywhere around us. It actually is in everything that we see, hear, feel. It is all of the different things that we perceive around us, and that's actually hard for us to understand. But as you look into it, you're going to realize that there's an awful lot of things about energy you didn't know up until now. Now, if we had to break energy into types, there's actually two basic types. Energy that hasn't got anything done yet, but has the potential to, and energy that is actually causing a change at this moment in time. The first one is stored energy. Now, stored energy is what we call energy having the potential to do something, so we call it potential energy. Now, this means that because of an object's position, or the atoms that are inside it, or the way that those atoms have magnetic fields around them, all of those things have the potential to do something if you put them in the right position, but they haven't done anything yet. Now, that energy quickly gets transformed into an energy doing something, so it's making a change. And once it starts making a change, we call that energy in action, and we call this kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is what we actually see happening around us, and this is the easier one for us to understand because we actually see it happening. Whereas the potential one, we have to use our imagination. Is there a potential to do something there that I haven't seen yet, but I know it's going to happen under the right circumstances? Kinetic energy breaks things. We see kinetic energy in action when objects either vibrate, they are moving, or when they're spinning around. And we call that kinetic energy. Now, often a lot of books will say if an object is moving, it's got kinetic energy, but they'll often forget or not mention that moving energy is a type of kinetic energy, and that vibrating energy and spinning are also types of kinetic energy. So often when you hear the term kinetic energy, they're actually talking about the kinetic energy you can see, the moving kinetic energy. Okay?